Looking live at the Link. Welcome, football fans, to Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into these short yardage situations or down the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Hurts on first down. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly. Down at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Fits it through the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. They go to Barkley again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
On the return, here's Nico Mejio. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than every...
Ball is out. Mahomes fumbled it. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they retain possession, so that's positive. But that's the end of it, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble. Waiting their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap nearly ends with them giving it away.
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He runs it up to midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script the first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
At the 48-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So now here's 3rd and 5. Zone read give here to Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Give him 5 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Pass is cut at the 9. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
6-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. They flip it to the kicker. And a well-timed fake leads to a touchdown. Defense wasn't napping, Brock. They were trying to stay aware of fakes, but wow, that one floored them. No idea what was about to happen.
Do you know how hard it is when you know that's coming? When you know you've got an opportunity to make that happen, everybody's got to be so poised not to have any tell.
Oh, look at this. They're faking it. They tried the trick play, but it's blown up. That's going to be a sack. Great work by the defense.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now for the second time, we're going to look at this Kansas City offense. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia! sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
He's brought down just inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Motioning one of the tight ends. Second down run by Pacheco. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
He finds Brown right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. All set now, 1st and 10.
14 yards. That's good.
Great.
Eagles.
180.
Back to throw, Hurts. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts to throw. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. It's a screen to Barkley. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away. Flip to the kicker. Oh, he's running. And the defense all over the fake. They stopped that one well short of the goal line.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Mejio with the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
That's cut by Hollywood Brown. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout.
First down.
Putting the tight end in motion.
First down, Kansas City.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
The coverage by Kobe Dean.
Another throw for Mahomes. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Back to the air, Mahomes. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
This one strikes down at the one, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen had. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Remigio with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
First and 10 from the 32.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
To the air, Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And bring a tight end in motion right.
And a first down, Chiefs.
First down throw, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Good toss here into the hands of Brown. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Dropped down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Yellow.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Brought in right side. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
It's 4th down.
Mahomes to throw for it. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining.
No touch, no touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Wow, they're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing fourth down. And this was certainly a miss hit low and pretty short. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground. Right? You love a physical game of football and could hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
At the 50-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Eagles have it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Recovered by the Eagles.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. He puts together a gain of 2, and we are at the end of our third quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. 8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Has it for the first and maybe more. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles continue piling it on here in the 4th. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And no, they faked it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Mejio with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's the backup. First throw. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. No run. This is Gray. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did. Pocket
isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
It's second down.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. They're on him again, and he goes down again. It's a repeat of the last play, and that's going to bring them to third down.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Barkley off the pistol give. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
On the carry. George Karlaftis
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly.
Back at the 28-yard line.
Eagles started celebrating this win a while ago. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. They'll run for it with Barkley. They only needed a couple, and that's exactly what they got, Brock. Not the most impressive game, but it's a big one all the same. Gets them a fresh set of downs. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
Second and 8.
Great. Set.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. And the defense sees right through those smoke and mirrors and take him to the turf.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Here with the return. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory.